The UN Refugee Agency says over 3.8 million refugees have now fled Ukraine. According to a Pew Research Center analysis, it's now the 6th largest refugee outflow in more than 60 years. Mireya Villarreal joining me now from Warsaw, Poland, for more on that part of the story. Mireya, Poland has taken in nearly half of these refugees, more than 2 million. So what's it like there right now?
Oddly, things are calm in Warsaw. It feels like they have a good system in place, and for the most part, the country has said that they will take as many of these refugees in as necessary. We were at the border just yesterday and saw a number of people continuing to stream across the border from Ukraine into Poland, so very clear that this is far from over.
And now, are services at the border slowing down now that it's been over a month? What are you seeing there?
Initially when we arrived here on Saturday to relieve some of our colleagues, I expected to see some of the services slowing down. I expected to see the stream of people slowing down, but that was not the case one way or the other. Families were continuing to come across the border from Ukraine into Poland, and really what I saw was an infrastructure, a city that had been set up, tent city, with a lot of purpose behind it. Obviously very chaotic, clearly because of the situation, but really we saw people in their lanes doing their jobs. I'd say at least more than a dozen or so organizations from all over the world set up there. People giving out everything from clothing to food items to medical needs. We even saw a vet on site as well for pets that were coming across from Ukraine. And really amazing to see a lot of Americans also here along the Polish border to try and help those coming across. We met with one doctor. He is on leave from his job in Pennsylvania, and he says he came here because his family is Ukrainian. His grandparents came to the United States as refugees, and he felt compelled to help these people.
Certainly been a big effort with volunteers there. And as I mentioned, as I introduced you, Mireya, Pew Research Center now says this is the 6th largest refugee outflow in more than 60 years, and it's only been a month. Now, Warsaw and other cities in Poland have already said that they're overwhelmed. So despite the fact that Poland says they will continue to keep the country and their arms open, could there come a point where Poland has to turn people away?
It's really interesting. I've covered a lot of the refugee crisis along the U.S. southern border, and I think initially when people are starting to respond to this kind of a situation, there is a feeling that you want to do anything and everything you can in this type of humanitarian crisis. And I think that's where Poland is right now. They are assessing the situation and trying to figure out ways that they can best help these refugees come from Ukraine into Poland, with the expectation that at some point they will go back to their home country. However, there is a faction of people here, a community that is concerned about the social issues that may arise from these Ukrainians coming in, whether it's for a month, 6 months, or even a year down the road. Where will these children go to school because they need to go to school? Will we try and weave them in and integrate them into Polish schools, which they're trying to do right now? And what about the language barrier? On top of that, how will we get people work? Where will they work? Do we have an infrastructure for that as well? So I think there are still a lot of unanswered questions that the community is starting to ask, but overall, there is still a huge open arms feeling here. We will do what we can to help these people for as long as we can.
All right, Mireya Villarreal in Warsaw, Poland, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.